about number retire. I'm not a big number retire guy. I'm about Nick. There's like 4 guys in my lifetime that I think should be retired. Nick's one of them. Retire the 9.
Well, a lot of people are talking about that today.
Yeah.
Should we retire Nick Foles' number?
Yeah, unequivocally, yes.
Yeah.
Nobody should ever wear that number because that number represents the only Super Bowl of the franchise. It's different. Obviously, Donovan was a better quarterback, right? But had a better career, numbers, the whole thing. But Foles, again, won the Super Bowl. And not just won the Super Bowl, but had one of the greatest epic games in the history of the Super Bowl.
Right.
He was incandescent. He's throwing dimes. Like they were
Clement ball.
Right. I mean,
Dude,
it was everything he threw between the, like Minnesota was terrific.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, he was unreal. Like he outdid Brady.
That is crazy. Outdueling the great one.
Yes.
Super Bowl.
And so for that, he deserves the whole thing. He deserves the number retired, everything.
Just curious, how many numbers then from that team will get retired?
Yeah, you're asking me.
Nah, nobody.
Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey.
That's it.
Jason Kelsey?
Kelsey.
Yeah.
No love for BJ?
I love BG, but it's hard to fine line to retire the number. I mean, I'm kind of I got to think about it. I mean, I love BG, and he's a Mr. Eagle, But is he retired? Like when you retire a number, you have to be like epic.
Everything, yeah.
Like I'm thinking in my lifetime,
like Kelsey, Dawkins,
Kelsey, Foles, and I would do Eric Allen. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. He's the best corner I've ever seen in the Eagles uniform. But other than that,
Kelsey, like here's the thing. Kelsey was the best center for his entire career, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
First ballot.
I mean, he was an amazing play. Like he jumps out and you go, yes. Dawkins was always a no-brainer. BG, little on the fence, right?
Well, let me ask you, gentlemen, because a lot of the young, because I feel like they don't understand the criteria for the number retiring. For you guys, what does it take to retire a player's number?
I mean,
like an all-time great, or Foles is an anomaly. He's got his own rules because it's our first Super Bowl and he played out of his head. It's like one of the most legendary performances.
You can't have a steadfast rule with it. It's like you just got to know it. You got to know it. Like you got to know that yes, this player was so special. Again, I say Brian Dawkins, you go, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I say Jason Kelsey, you go, yeah. I say McNabb, you go, right? Which I disagree with about the retiring the number. Like,
You feel like we should have never retired 5?
I wouldn't have. I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean it more like
I get it.
You have to be the elite of the elite. Like I was having this conversation this morning about the word elite. We throw it around. If you throw it around that often, all of a sudden you're not elite. You're just very good. Like elite doesn't even mean elite. You got to be elite. And to VG's point, Nick Foles is so unique when it comes down to it.
No, 100%. I thought that McNabb was number retired too soon. But when you look at McNabb, I mean, clearly up to that point, he was the best quarterback in Eagles history. And so I felt like at some point it should have been retired. But what, like a year after he retired or within the year, they retired his number?
To me, it's irrelevant. I mean, listen, I won't disagree. He definitely was the most accomplished Eagles quarterback, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, we don't have a history of great quarterbacks.
It's not like you got Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Bart Starr, and you're in Green Bay. I mean, there's context. There's context to everything. And you have to be, to me, a Hall of Famer. You have to be someone that's going to wear that jacket to retire the number.
We all silly like the mayor.